I don't cover boxing as much as I used to. A lot of reasons for that, but I always like a good story. And a good story with great pictures, that's even better. Photographer Arnold Payne has been providing the pictures for Channel 8 Sports for almost 37 years now. No one does it better. He found this story, he shot and produced the story, so it's only right we let him tell the story. Here's Arnold Payne.
I like to think of myself as a fighter who happened to pursue the sport of boxing. For me, boxing represents the will, the struggle, the battle present in my life. It represents my fight.
Boxer Roy Martin has a deeper understanding of what it means to fight.
There you go, keep your hands moving.
This 27-year-old has weathered his share of knockdowns in life as well.
All the struggles, all the pain, all the mistakes I did in my life, think about all of it.
Misfortunes and poor decisions seem more common throughout Roy's childhood than the presence of his own father, due to his parents' separation.
Whenever he did try to come around, he wanted the respect of the other daddy role that he didn't earn.
In Roy's sophomore year of high school, he found himself in a fight that he realized he couldn't win.
Lost and caught up with the wrong crowd, stealing cars for money, and I got caught, put on probation. Shortly after that, I violated, and I spent 3 months in loose steroids. 3 months was pretty much a long enough time for me to say, hey, Roy, it's time to get your act together.
Family and earning a living was now Roy's focus. He found work at a local steel processing plant and was 1 week away from earning a full-time position. Roy had no idea he was about to face the biggest challenge of his life.
Operated a machine that bent steel. Before you noticed, my foot was caught up in it and crushed. And about a month later, that's when I got the news that my foot would be amputated.
Learning to walk again at the age of 23 is not what Roy had in mind.
He comes in and he applies himself, so therefore, you know, people look up to him.
And certainly not boxing at the age of 27. But by sheer coincidence, Roy found his connection to amputee boxing.
It was like a sign from God or a message from God, man. I was scrolling on my timeline and I just seen it. I seen it and I got with the right people and it's been on ever since.
He presses through the adversities, he presses through the negativity, he presses through it all. I'm proud just to see him succeed on so many different levels.
Roy has only been boxing for 3 years, and for the past 4 months, Monday through Friday, 2.5 hours a day, he has trained diligently in preparation for only his second fight as an amputee boxer. But that training does come with challenges.
This right here, it's kind of frustrating at times, you know, it used to get to me. Be like, man, why I just can't just keep going all the time, But one thing you gotta learn about life, man, life you just gotta adapt to any situation. See that sweat? All that, see that right there? Can cause a lot of damage if I don't dry it off.
Part of Roy's routine includes his training runs, but recently while on his morning sprint, Roy had yet another encounter with law enforcement. This time, a sheriff's deputy who had something to share with Roy just as he was finishing.
With your story and what you've done, everybody can do it if they just try. And you need to realize that you are an inspiration to other people, even though you may not see yourself as such. All it takes is to hear your story.
My initial thought when I first seen him, like, oh Lord, what did we do wrong this time? It was a real surprise, but at the same time, it was the motivation I needed heading into San Antonio for the amputee boxing match.
It's his first fight.
I don't like getting punched in the face.
It's starting something. We're pioneering the sport.
It's fight day. It's time is here.
It's the only event of its kind in the United States. The National Amputee Boxing Association was organized to promote amateur boxing for amputee athletes.
Psychologically, it's given these men and women an opportunity to compete in something that they were told for many years that they're not allowed to do. And we do it because we want to see people succeed.
These athletes include military veterans, civilians, cancer and accident survivors, each with a unique story of their arrival to the sport. Former Marine and double amputee Alex Del Rio.
On my last deployment overseas, our team got hit with an IED.
Due to the blast and medical complications, Alex lost both legs.
Makes me realize that even if we are injured or missing limbs, you're able to still compete. Keeps you sharp on your toes, even though I don't have any toes. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it.
Although the fight can sometimes appear defeating, these men and women say they're not looking for sympathy because of their disability, but rather an acceptance of their true ability.
You run into people who say you can't do this, and so that becomes another problem, or people look at you like you shouldn't be doing this, or they pity you or look down on you. And I don't know what it's like to lose my limb because I was born without it. So to me, it's always been normal to be one-legged.
This is our main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Roy Amped Up Martin.
1, 2, 5, Roy. There you go, put them together.
I was always told boxing is 90% mental, 10% physical. If you believe you can do it, you can get it done.
20 seconds, Roy, go get him.
Your winner and still undefeated, Roy Amped Up Martin.
It's a weekend these men and women will remember, not because of the wins and losses, but their hope to simply inspire.
What I'm really trying to do is trying to wake up the world, wake up everybody that still want to chase something. I want people to say that I'm just motivation to them. My motto has been and always will forever be, never fold.
Arnold Payne, Channel 8 Sports.